structure, and that is a fact, Jack. That is a fact. I be wanting one of your necklaces. I want a green one and a purple one. You better get it while the getting is good, because I just got the this is the old chain. Y'all know the old chains, how I taught you how to link them in the middle of the chain so that you can adjust it to your own desire. And then, you know what I'm saying, it look real cute when it's hanging down your back like that. It look real like body jewelry, like real sexy like body jewelry when it be hanging. I love the way that the chains hang. And like when the more masculine energies wear them, they wear them where it's like just hanging like a necklace, so they don't get all of that, you know, dripping down your back and stuff. But I like it. I like the whole body jewelry feel of it. It's just like, you know, it's some real player shit. I like it. Hey, Squeaky Boys, thank you for buying a badge. I love you. Hey. Hey to you too, Destiny. I see you. Hey, Sam Braid, I see you. What's up, G Money? What's happening? So the new chains are like these. They're adjustable. They're adjustable, the new chains. This is a purple jade. It looks like amethyst, but it's purple jade. And I like it because it's the adjustable chain, so you can like put it on and you can, you know, have it like a choker style, or just, you know, I like to layer mines. So I like to have it in layers, and then like you can bring your other tails with the protection towels on them. You can bring it down and like have it hanging down the side, or just pull it where it's just dripping down your back. You know what I'm saying? Just do whatever. You got options. I love options. Hey, what's going on, Annie Mitchell? What's going on? Hey, Rodriguez, what's going on, King Carl? I love you. Angela, your vibration is so high today. I love it. I'm just cool. I just decided that I'm gonna be okay. You know, no matter what, I'm always gonna be okay, and I'm grateful for that, because things be happening and life be lifing, you know. And if you allow life to fuck you up, life will fuck you up. So you got some decisions to make. You have to make some decisions all by yourself without nobody else's permission, and then you have to adjust to the consistent. Yes, I have the 3 centimeter white jade. I want a bigger one with the THP crest. Oh, you got the Merkaba. So you got the jade Merkaba. Okay. You got a Merkaba. Okay. I hear you, baby. I see you, baby. My Merkaba's upstairs. Yeah. So this is the lavender or the purple jade in silver. And then this is the yellow jade in silver. Yeah. You love your Merkaba. I'm so happy. Thank you for sharing that with me. Thank you. I love that. I absolutely love that. Thank you. I do too. I'm going to get another anklet, girl. Your reels be so funny. My reels be so funny to you. I laugh a lot. I like to laugh. Laughter is so medicinal. You know, what's life if you can't laugh and smile about it? Because we be so fucked up out here, and we allow things to snatch our smile away and snatch our laughter away. I'm going to smile. I'm going to laugh. I am. I know y'all need the anklets. I'm working on so many different things. And every time that something happens and I feel like I'm being stifled or redirected, God showed me where another blessing is. So I really can't complain about the delay, because every time that I'm in some type of delay, I discover another level up. So I can't complain. What's one piece of advice you would give someone that has suffered a miscarriage? I would love for you to consider looking at the state of the world and the affairs in the world today. Unfiltered, unbridled reality of circumstance. And then ask yourself, are you really that offended that an energy decided that they were not in the position or even having to fulfill the request of a human experience at this time and at this state and at this place? And if you can relate to that with honesty, then you can comprehend why that energy decided to reject the human experience right now. And maybe when it's ready and it decides something different, it will return to you. But it's very interesting humaning right now. And the energy had the opportunity to decide to do something different, and it decided that it didn't want to do the human experience right now, and it left you with the shell that it would have endured the experience in. And I know that that can be a challenge, because you gotta adjust accordingly to that. But maybe you can consider thinking of it that way. Am I familiar with the Orishas? Yes, I am. Yeah, I am. I dreamed about my ex about 4 times. What does that mean? I don't even want him. Maybe he's dreaming about you. Maybe he's pulling on your energy. Maybe you should consider getting beyond the face of your ex in the dream, because dreams do pull from the most familiar energy. And you can just get your lesson. What did it teach you? What did you learn? Were you so caught up in seeing your ex in your dream that you kept missing the message? So 4 different times it showed up for you in a familiar face so that you can identify it, but you were so distracted by the familiar face you missed the message. I was just about to ask you about polytheism. Most people who are involved in poly circumstances are just really sick people, putting their bullshit off on other people and distracting themselves from the reality that they have so much to heal within themselves. And then there are a few people who realize that the business of family can be conducted properly and effectively with multiple partners if everybody is on the same page and dealing in transparency and integrity and honesty. And that is very, very rare. But most of the times when people want to be involved in poly circumstances, it is because they are looking to either feed their shadows, like really, really feed the lower dwelling parts of themselves and feed them in a way that doesn't make them feel guilty about their bullshit. A lot of manipulators desire multiple partners so that they can hold on to their illusion of control over people. Very rarely do people engage in the business of family to that capacity with integrity, knowing what it truly is about and conducting it with a genuine integrity. So, and it can even be looked at that way through involving yourself with the multiplicity of gods. Wanting to believe in all of the gods because a specific one doesn't necessarily tickle your fancy because you don't want to follow the order. So you just gather. You gather for your convenience. And a lot of people gather gods for their conveniences. We gather religious for our conveniences. We gather, sets of circumstances, businesses. Sometimes people are just natural collectors. And we collect things to distract from the reality of what we feel like we're missing on the inside. So we collect things outside of us that we hope to compensate from what's missing. And it just takes time to address your shit. And a lot of times people don't want to take the time to address your shit. So we just stay distracted. And what better way to distract yourself than to involve yourself with other people, multiple people, continuously? What better way to distract yourself than to collect things? Because if you're involved in your collections, if you put that energy into your collections, then you don't have to put it on yourself. You just shine the spotlight on the nearest thing to you. Hey, Alicia, thank you for buying a badge. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all for buying badges, too. I appreciate y'all. I do. If you're looking for a miracle, sow a seed. That is a real thing. Hey, Mailbox Money, thank you for buying a badge. I love you. Thank you. Yeah, we are always doing our best to do our best. And even in the ways that we survive, even if it's not in a way that another person might deem it to be appropriate, we still just doing our best. And you don't get to decide what somebody else's best is. But when you're doing your best and when you're not. And oftentimes, when we are busy doing the good thing instead of the God thing, we end up feeling punished by the decisions that we make. Hey, Woodside, thank you for buying a badge. I love you. I appreciate you. So that's when we can become collectors of things or people or circumstances, because this keeps me busy from doing the thing that I know I'm supposed to do, because I don't want to do what I know I'm supposed to do, but I'm going to do this instead. And you don't get rewarded for doing nothing but what you're supposed to be doing. In fact, when you do shit that you ain't supposed to be doing, you end up feeling punished. Hopefully we all get our shit together and do our God thing and stop distracting ourselves with what other people feel like is the good thing to do. You know? Hey, Chanel. Hi. Thank you for buying the badge. I love y'all. Thank you. I know these still, but it just take time, don't it, King? Like everybody, we all journaling. We all got to figure this shit out. I know that's right, Dupree. With your beautiful self. How you doing? How the prince doing? You like my teeth? Thank you. I be brushing them and flossing and stuff. I need to wear my retainer. I haven't been wearing my retainers for the last few nights. But I be taking care of my teeth. I appreciate them. How do I settle in doing wife things when I'm not his wife yet? So frustrating. Don't do wife things if you're not his wife yet. The fuck wrong with you? Why would he even make you his wife if you already doing wife things? That's why you so unsettled and you so frustrated, because you ain't reaping the wife benefits, but you want to do the wife shit hoping to convince somebody to make you a wife. No, a man that wants you to be his wife will entice you to be his wife. And you won't feel frustrated by rendering the things because you will realize like this is your necessary service. Don't stress yourself out trying to be a wife to a man who don't want to be your husband. Because I'm telling you, when a man really wants something, he gonna do it. We live together. I hate cooking and cleaning and stuff without actual position, and then move the fuck out. Why you living with him then? Why would you set yourself up like that? Maybe this is part of you realizing that you don't like the setup. Maybe this is the part of you that is realizing like you don't like the setup. And that's okay too. Sometimes you got to go through it to get to it. But you don't owe him wifely duties if he ain't made you a wife. That's not to say don't be a good girlfriend. That's not to say don't be an appropriate partner. But it's levels to this shit. It's really real life levels to this shit. And once a man done got everything on you from you, he don't got to work for nothing else. So what he gonna do next? Why? What he gonna do next? We really make it way too easy on people. And it's not that we have to go out of our way to make it more challenging, but we give people shit that they don't deserve from us. They don't appreciate it when we give it to them. And then we be mad that we gave it to them freely, and we convince ourselves that they robbed us. Because we did this shit to ourselves. And it's because we be operating consistently from our traumas. Wow, I'm about to take it a notch down and make him step up or make him leave you. He might fuck around and leave you because you already done set the tone. He might leave you. It's dangerous to try to take a step back after you've already got a man accustomed to a certain type of treatment. He might fuck around and leave you now. But that's okay because you're young and you're beautiful and you get the opportunity to do that shit differently. Now you know how to set the tone. Now you know. But men don't appreciate certain things the way that we've convinced ourselves that they do. Ain't nothing wrong with looking out for him every now and then. Give him samples. You know what I'm saying? If y'all connected like that, you can give him samples of what it would be like to have you in his corner consistently to that capacity. But to give it all away and he ain't earned it, he don't respect that shit. He don't. And he will leave you as a filler in a space to the woman that makes him earn it. He will keep your company for a very long time and use you as a placeholder until he encounters the woman that knows her worth and he feels like she's worth it, and he will work to go get her. And she will make him work to come and get it. But we all got to learn. We all got to learn. We've all did too much for the wrong people. That just teaches us what we're capable of and teaches us how to identify when other people are capable of that from us or not. So we can't punish ourselves for how we learn lessons when we keep telling God to teach us. We keep requesting to learn. I don't know this. Show me, teach me, show me, teach me. And then when you are shown, and then when you are taught, you are so angry about the way that you are shown and the way that you are taught that you don't apply your lessons. Everybody do it. Men do it for women all the time too. We got to learn out here. We just got to learn. And it don't mean don't be good to people. It means better vet the people that you're good to. And on which terms you're good to them. I have so much in my life, gave so much away, that people have literally fallen in love with my hands and broken my heart simultaneously, continuously. Because I would tell myself, I'm just going to be me and I'm going to let them be them. And if they fuck it up, they fuck it up. However, I was fucking myself up with that mentality. And this does not mean don't. Everybody doesn't deserve the same version of you. Everybody doesn't. Everybody does not deserve the same version of you. And if you are consistently giving everybody the select cuts of you, then you are devaluing yourself. Everybody don't deserve the best of you. And if you're like, well, I don't want people around that I can't give the best of me to, then you have to better vet the people that you allow around you. Because if you allowing anything that the wind blow in your company, and you treating everybody to the elite standard of the services that you provide by being a lover or being a friend, then you are lowering your value. You look like a bigger fool than a wet mouth mule. Do you understand me? And they gonna ride your ass hard and throw you away wet. So if you know that once you're in your giving space, you give at a certain top tier level, we have to better vet the people that we allow into our company to that capacity. Because giving it to everybody so frequently, because that's who you are, it ain't going to be none of you left. It ain't going to be none of you left. Shabazz, I see you, King. I love you. Thank you for buying the badge, baby. Hi, this is Woo. Thank you also for buying the badge. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's okay, y'all. It's okay to make people earn you. It don't mean that you being mean. And it's okay to be bougie. It's okay to have a fucking standard. It's okay to make people take their shoes off before they come in here. It's okay. It's okay that motherfuckers know they gotta approach you a certain type of way, y'all. That is okay. Because when you lower your standards, you become low-hanging fruit. Anybody can touch you now. You don't do anybody a favor by lowering yourself to put yourself into the care of the possibility of somebody that you think may be worthy of you, only for them to prove to you that they had no business getting access to you at all and in the first place. Stay at your level. Raise your level if necessary. And make they ass come and get it. That way, even if you find out that they didn't have no business touching on you either, at least they had to come and get it. But when you lower yourself and they have to do no work and they still play with you, now you got a more distorted relationship with yourself, and you big bad mad at you differently because you know they didn't have no business accessing you in the first place. So not only did you already identify that when you were vetting them, they were unworthy, you lowered your standards to make yourself accessible to them, and then they fondled you. molested the reality of who you are, what you do, who you be, what you provide, your feelings. Now a stranger know your secrets. It ain't nothing worse than the feeling that you get when a stranger walk away with your motherfucking secrets because you made yourself accessible to them when they had no business accessing you. That's a terrible feeling, y'all. When a motherfucking stranger know your secrets now. And you got to look at like this motherfucker. Nah, you. And guess what? You can't be mad at you for how you learned to keep motherfuckers away from you. Because high standards keep you away from low quality experiences. And then we be having these bullshit experiences. Why? Because you lowered your standards. Keep yourself in a high place. And if you don't feel like you deserve to be held in a high place, do whatever is necessary that you see yourself from that perspective. Do the work to elevate yourself so now you feel like you belong there. So that you don't feel like you got to do nobody a favor by lowering yourself, because you know what happens when you lower you and you become low-hanging fruit. And we know what happens to low-hanging fruit. We know what happens to low-hanging fruit. Though nobody want nothing, everybody done put their hands on. Stay exclusive. Stay exclusive. And do whatever's necessary to sanctify yourself, to set yourself apart. Do whatever's necessary to sanctify yourself, to set yourself apart. Do the work. Do the work so that you ain't even got to say it. Upon your arrival, a motherfucker will know yesterday's price is not today's price. I don't give a fuck what I put up with last week, last month, last year, yesterday, year before, last 10 years ago, yesterday, even if necessary. Try that shit today. Try me today. Try me. Come on over here and get humble like a motherfucking wash rag, like a white wash rag. Come over here and get your ass humbled. Try me today. Because I done did the work. Now I've been over here doing the work. Try me today. And I'm going to humble your ass like a white wash rag. Try me today. Everybody think they clean to you. Go on and wash up with a white wash rag. It's going to tell on you. A white wash rag going to tell on you. Behind your ears, it's going to tell on you. In your navel, it's going to tell on you. Up underneath your arms, it's going to tell on you. Try me today. Try me today. And it just take work, y'all. It just take work. And that's okay. Do the work. The part of you that feel like you don't deserve it can only be dissolved by doing the work to earn it. And if you don't do the work, you're going to keep on lowering your standards, becoming low-hanging fruit. And motherfuckers that ain't got no business touching you, going to keep on touching you. And you're going to be like, why are they touching me? How do you keep coming over here touching me? You easily accessible. You low-hanging fruit. And guess what trauma does? Trauma lowers your standards. So when you operate from your trauma, you have a distorted depiction of yourself. And in this distorted depiction of yourself, you don't deserve what you desire. And when you don't deserve it, but you desire it, you consciously not earned it. And when you get in the company of shit that you didn't earn, and when motherfuckers get in the company of you and they didn't earn you, they are quick to distort you and even destroy you. But know for sure they're going to taint you, and disrespect come with it. People don't respect shit they don't earn. They don't. And if you don't believe me, how you treat a rental car? Now, there are those of us who realize at a certain level I don't want to tear this shit up. But at the core base of the reality, how you feel? It ain't mine. Shit, fuck the renter up. It ain't mine. And we be around here letting motherfuckers rent us, rent space in our hearts, rent space in our minds, dogging us out like a motherfucking rental car. Why? Because it ain't theirs. They didn't earn it. And 9 times out of 10, what kind of rental cars do most people rent? The kind that they desire, but the kind that they know that they don't deserve. The kind that they're unwilling to earn. And they get in that bitch and they dog it out. So I would love for you to consider upgrading yourself to the capacity that you're no longer for rent. At least make a bitch lease to own it. But we be out here for rent for cheap. For rent and for cheap. Why? Because we don't deserve it and we unwilling to earn it. So we stay easily accessible. The only way for you to really raise your standard is to earn it. And the only way for you to earn it is to do the work. Ain't no way around the work. Get to work. And once you get to work and you realize just how hard you had to work to get up here, I'm not lowering myself to come down there to you. I remember what happened to me last time I was down there. Matter of fact, I don't even go over there. I know what y'all do over there. I don't go over there. Now I'm good off of that. Now I don't even play over there. Do you know how long it took to get it off of me? Do you know everything that I had to go through to get that out of me? To get that off of me. Do you know how long I had to pray and lay prostrate before God? How many baths I had to take spiritually and otherwise? How much fasting? How much prayer? How much consecration? How much meditation? How many stretches out on that yoga mat? How many sun baths I had to do? How many times I had to bathe in the creek and wash my feet to get this off of me? How many times I had to go see the ocean that beg her? There, I'm not coming down there no more. Because I done worked and I done earned it. And I don't give a fuck what you think you remember about me. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Try me today. Try me. Try me today. You got to do the work. And when you ain't did the work, you will let them play with you. But oh baby, when you do this work, you ain't even as enticed by certain shit or even enticed at all. Are we having church? No place that you sow a charity or anything like that. So where you being fed at? Go on, send me that. Pull up on me, baby. Pull up on me. No, but for real, I'm serious. For real. You gotta give. You have to give. It's important to give. It's very important to give. It's very, very important to give. Because that's how your blessings continue to pour in. That is. So if you're wondering what's going on with your financial life, I would love for you to see, where have you been giving? Where have you been giving? Like, who do you bless and how do you bless them? I give. I have ministries that I give to. I have individuals and lives that I sow into, people that I bless, things that I do, that I continue to keep it moving, keep it cycling. Yep. Do you earn from the badges? How much does Insta take? Insta don't take nothing. Everything that they send, I get. Insta don't take your money. It's not like TikTok. They don't steal from you. Hey, what's up, singing gas cash? Thank you. Hey, Jules. Thank you. Thank you. I love you both. Thank you so much. Thank you for buying badges. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Poppy Potts. Thank you, love. Thank you so much. Yep, just find you some good ground and sow into good ground. Yep. That's how you keep your relationship between God and you and your finances. That's how you keep that line open. That is. A lot of us intimidating people, making them feel some type of way, all of the bullshit that come along with it. And so were you being fed. So where you're being fed. And then ask God. I really am so serious about y'all asking God who God wants y'all to bless. And then sow your seed that way. If you need a miracle, sow a seed. Hey, what's up, Stay Fly? Thank you so much. Hey, Red, thank you. What's up, Cash? And I thank you too. Hey, Trismiss, I thank you. I love you guys. But yes. Ain't nothing wrong with asking God, like, God, what you want me to do with this? It's very important. It's very important. So where you are being fed. Because you never know. You never really know how the Creator is waiting to move in your life. But because you don't give, how can you get? And you always asking, but you give nothing. But you always asking, but you give nothing. But you're always asking, but you give nothing. It's important to sow. If you need a miracle, sow a seed. And I mean that. And I'm not telling y'all what I think. I'm telling y'all what I know. It's scientific. How do you reap a harvest and you sow no seed? And when I say sow a seed, y'all, I mean sow with intention. Go to God about it, the Creator, whatever, however you label source energy to that capacity. Let them know I'm sowing this because I want to see a result in here. I'm sowing this because I want to see a result there. And sow your seed with intention. And then check the ground that you sow into. That's why I always encourage people to sow where you're fed. Because if you know you're genuinely fed in a space, you don't feel like God is telling you to be specific to give in a certain space. Just sow where sow where you fed. It's always appropriate. Because that's how you keep the ground fertile. Hey, Poppy, I love you. I thank you. But yeah. And we have a lot of unsavory experiences and difficulties. And it's because we stopped giving. I wanted to give this lady, and I didn't have much myself, but I checked my card and I got $1,200. I shade. See how that works, Swiggy Voice? See how that works? Sow with intention, yeah. Sow with intention. Sow where you fed. My ancestors, my fruit, etc. There's nothing wrong with honoring your ancestors. However, I do encourage you to find something that you sow into in this realm. There is nothing wrong with sowing into the spiritual realm. However, like there are things that you can do. Like there are homeless shelters that people are operating from that do good work in the communities. There may be somebody that blesses you spiritually, that encourages your journey, that really, really, increases your appetite for life and intellect and knowledge and encouragement. So go sow in those spaces to keep that ground good so that it stays fertile, so that they stay feeding you. Honoring your ancestors, venerating your ancestors, that's great. I'm not telling you don't do that. That is amazing. That's great. Stay encouraged. Continue on that journey. However, there are things in the physical realm that you can do that move differently too. Because to you, it's just a little bit. But when you sow with intention, when you sow a physical seed with spiritual intention, the level of increase is exponential. See, you could go feed the homeless, right? And when you're feeding the homeless, you're thanking God that your children will never know what it's like to starve. You can sow a seed like that. Like, that's just an example of seed sowing. But it's so many different ways that you can sow seed. It's so many different ways. But a lot of us get fucked up because we don't sow. And I encourage you guys to sow. I'm going to sow a seed as soon as I get off of here. Hey, what's up, Edapple? I love you and I thank you. Hey, what's up, Angela? I see you. I love you. I thank you. I love you. What you put out comes back. Yep, give and it will come back to you in good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Y'all go tell me where that is. Tell me where that is. Tell me where that scripture is. Give and it will come back to you in good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And that specific passage of scripture was spoken because there were individuals that felt like they had nothing to give. They felt like they had nothing to give. And it's not about how much you give. It is about the intention of which you give it. Now, granted, if you have more to give and you only give a little bit, then that's between you and God. However, I'm telling you what I know. It's the intention of the seed that you sow. For it is written, give and it'll come back to you in good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Luke 6:38. Okay. Okay, I see y'all. I see y'all. Yep, always make sure you bless him with a cheerful heart too. Yep, give. And ain't nothing wrong with telling God, like, God, I'm sowing this. This is all I got, but I'm believing you. We really be having distorted relationships with the origin of all creation because we listen to other people give us their interpretation of God, and it disturbs us from our own personal relationships with the Creator. Hey, Kimberly, I love you. I appreciate you. It's amazing that you said that because I feel the Spirit gave me a clear sign of who I should love on right now. And outright sent me a message, then he is deserving of your love. I don't want to. Ooh. That's between you and God. Ain't nothing wrong with asking for confirmation either, y'all. If you have felt like God told you to do things in the past, or you received spiritual messages in the past, and then in the present moment, you're upset or confused because you feel like you were given a missed message and it didn't process correctly, etc. Ask God for confirmation. There's nothing at all wrong with asking God for confirmation. There's nothing at all wrong with asking God for confirmation. Nothing. There's nothing at all wrong with that. God, if you're talking to me, I want to know. And then have that conversation in your heart and in your mind. Don't say it out loud. Because it is written that there are entities that are principalities of the air, and everything that you say, they hear. So have a conversation in your heart with just you and God. Well, you don't even got to say it out loud. God, you know what you know. And God will pull up on you with that confirmation. You can be like, okay. Or asking for clarity, which is the same as asking for confirmation in a way, because confirmation and clarity are synonymous to one another. But exactly that, Kelly. Exactly that, love. Hey, Divinely, I thank you. Hey, Jade, I thank you. I love you. Hey, Shani, I thank you. I love you. Kimberly, I thank you and I love you. My Black Diamond, what you doing, baby? I have a notebook full of notes from your live. I'm being fed well over here. Ooh. Don't make me cry because you know my eyelash gonna come off. Because I'm grateful that God used me for anything. There's been so many times I felt so worthless. I don't know if y'all can relate to that. Ever felt worthless? It feel like you don't have no place. You don't got no purpose. It all just feel fucked up and in vain and for nothing. And God send you somebody to tell you don't give up. And in the moment that you decide that you're not going to give up, God show you the reason why you held on in the first place, and it just makes sense. Y'all don't realize y'all be confirmation to me on so many different levels to keep on, keep on, keeping on, keeping on, keeping on, keeping on, keeping on, keeping on. Cause I be feeling like motherfucking what his name? Marvin Gaye, when he was like, make me want to holler and throw up both my hands, baby. I've had them situations and circumstances in life that make you want to holler and throw both of your hands up. But I'm telling y'all right now, if you need a miracle, sow a seed and ask God, like, where should I sow this? Give me confirmation. Who is praying for what I have? Who do you want me to give this to? It could be anything. Oh, you are full of treasures. It could be your skill set. It could be your time. It could be so much inside of you. Don't you dare give up. Let us not be weary in well doing. For in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Go tell me where that scripture at, y'all. Where that scripture at? Let us not be weary in well doing. Let us not be weary in well doing. You know why? Because we can get weary in well doing. What does weary? What's the definition of weary? Somebody come back and tell me the definition of weary, and then somebody else go find that scripture and tell me where that scripture is. Let us not be weary in well doing. And then somebody give me the definition of weary. Come on, y'all. Come on, I'm about to get up off of here. But before we go, y'all tell me that. Let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. What shall we reap? A harvest of blessings. A harvest. Because sometimes we be tired. Weary equals tired. Go on, give me the definition. Galatians 6:9. Let us not be weary in well doing. Weary means to be tired. You ever been tired? Feeling or showing caution about possible dangers ahead. You ever been troubled? You ever been tired and troubled at the same time? You don't know what you're going to step, how you going to step. Confused, tired, you don't know what you're going to do, how you going to do it. Galatians 6:9, let us not be weary in well doing. For in due season we shall reap if we faint not. You know what that means, faint not? What does it mean to faint not? And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. You ever been tired, so weary that it just snatched the life out of you? Some situations in life make you want to holler and throw your hands up, give up, faint. To be tired or exhausted, to be weary. Yes. That means don't quit. And if you really feel like you about to quit, sow a seed to keep you holding on. I'm telling you. That's a hell of a way to let whatsoever necessary adversaries know that I ain't stopping. And not only am I not stopping, I'm going to collect some interest on this bullshit that I got to experience. And in the interest of my interest, I'm going to entrust you with this seed, God. Increase me. Enlarge my territory. Give me triple for my trouble. Let us not be weary in well doing. For in due season we shall reap if we faint not. You got to wait on your season. You got to endure to your season. A lot of us get fucked up because we don't endure until our season come. We don't make it to our season. And I'm telling you, the seed that you sow is the grace to help you make it to your season. So faint not. And I ain't telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. And I love y'all. And I appreciate y'all. And I'm telling you, when you step in, when you step on them troubled waters, laced with faith, God will compensate you. God will compensate you for the inconveniences. Do you believe that mental illnesses can be linked to demonic entities? Because I swear there's something that takes over my mother. Absolutely, positively, without a doubt. For example, there's a spirit of confusion. And the spirit of confusion also comes with the spirit of mixed messages. And in order for you to receive a mixed message, something or someone has to give it to you. And that's usually accompanied by what? Schizophrenia. So yeah, that's an example of it. But yes. Absolutely. The day is an entity. When people be always talking about the day, and they be telling them some bullshit, they is a real spiritual source of entity and energies that be giving people fucked up messages. And the day talk to the schizophrenics. The schizophrenics are always talking to the day. Y'all ain't noticed that? Even in movies, or if you know a real life person that struggles with significant mental illness, what do they always, they is real. The they is real. And if you never invested any attention into it, I encourage you now. Because there's a lot of different days out there. And they do be talking. And they do got a lot to say. So you better know who you talking to. Even think of it from the spirit of gossip. The spirit of gossip and the spirit of they are one with one another. Because when a motherfucker bring gossip to you, when a motherfucker bring argument to you, when a motherfucker bring discord and beef and disdain to you, what do they always say? Well, they told me. Well, they told me. Well, that's what they said. Bitch, who the fuck is they? They is real. They is really, really real. Hey, what's up, Love House? I see you, Drea Love. Someone was asking me about earlier today the power of psychedelics by way of shrooms. And Drea and I are going to go live sometime soon, whenever she's ready. I'm not going to pressure her. But soon, sooner than later, we're going to talk about the benefits of that natural homeopathic journey of allowing the earth to heal you through fungi. Ain't that's how you keep they away from you? The spirit of they, that's how you keep they away from you, by minding your business. When you don't let they say nothing to you, when you don't let nobody come to you with a message from they, that's how you protect yourself differently, minding your business. They ain't got nothing to do with me. What they said, I don't give a fuck what they said. I don't care. I don't even know who that is, Amaya. I have no clue who that is. And I love y'all. I said I was about to get off here 10 minutes ago. I'm really about to get off of here now. So, upon my departure, family, if no one has told you that they love you today, please, if you would, permit me to be the very first to say that I love you, and I like you, and I like you. And I believe in you, and you inspire me to believe in myself. And I wish you love and light, life, and peace, and health, and hope, and healing, and happiness, and patience, and persistence, and protection, and prosperity, and sanity, and sanctity, and divinity. And may you be set apart, and may you be kept safe and in a high place. And I also wish you the perfect amount of darkness that you need to develop in your situation. And I know you don't want that adversity. I know it's challenging and it's uncomfortable, but you need that darkness. You need that. It's your servant. It is here to help you develop in your situation. And I love you. And I like you. And I like you.